Hello everybody, happy Thursday. It's Trading Card Thursday and I'm so excited. You guys, I worked really hard. I've been working on some ATCs and we're gonna learn a couple of different easy, beautiful tricks and techniques tonight. I have a few things to show you. So I am super excited. Hello, hello. When you come on, say hello. I must say this is a live video, so if you are walking into this, you are walking into ATC Thursdays. So every Thursday I started a new segment. We are doing ATCs, and an ATC is an artist trading card. If you are not familiar with it, it is like a mini canvas on a card, and it's the size of a playing card. And you get to create art on it, however you'd like. So I've got a couple of different things that we are doing today, a couple different techniques. So when you pop on, say hi so I know you're here. And if you have joined me for the replay, please tell me how you found me and where you are from. And welcome to all my new followers. I know I've gotten a few followers sprinkling in here and there, and I thank you to all of them. Okay, so before we get started, you guys, I wanted to show you our final project from last night because I did not post the video of it because there was a lot of things to post today. I will probably post the video tomorrow as well as the rest of what I actually did. But you guys, I sewed the rest of our patch and this is our little outcome. So this is what we made last night. I do regular crafting too. So we did Mod Podge, and I am sorry guys, I keep forgetting to tell you what the instructions are, but I'll go ahead and put it in the video what to dry it, because you have to dry it a certain period of time. It's not like you are going to put this in the wash, but it's okay. So this is the little Halloween bag we made last night, and of course you can do this with anything. I chose to just do Halloween fabric because we're halfway to Halloween, and I love Halloween. I love the fun of Halloween. So here is the little bag that we made. Now you can easily make this into a purse. This was one of those 99-cent, yes, I said it right, 99-cent little bags from Hobby Lobby that you get in where you find the clothes and canvases and you know, plain things. So we put a little charm on it with a little bit of cording. Hello, Cheryl, my beautiful Cheryl. It was so nice to see you today, and I loved your live. Of course, I stayed the whole time, but it's so good to see you. Yes, I am live. I am not working anymore, thank goodness. Good girl. I was trying to work, but I did get to watch you on lunch, so you had lunch with me today, whether you knew it or not. So what I did was, I'll show you what I did. I stitched up lace on the side of this bag, and you'll see it better in the video than you do it here. But I decided to put like 3 little layers of lace. I thought that gave it a little bit of extra fullness, so it looked nice. Now you guys, I'm gonna tell you, I am real. I do not try to make things perfect, and when you attempt to do something for the first time like I did with this, it is not always going to come out how you want it and perfect. When I do things, I'm your guinea pig. So we made this last night, and I think it turned out really cute. You're welcome, Cheryl. You look so good, girl. So I wanted to show you that, but I will be posting the video for that tomorrow. Today is ATC Thursday, though, so I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So we are going to do an easy project that I'm sure all of you will be able to do. And it's the things that I'm talking about you're going to see is very, very simple. The other ones, you may need to have some stickers or something that kind of themes together, but I'll show you what I did. So I'm going to show these to you each individually. This is one that I made. Now, I told you last week we're going to be working with little girls. Like, you guys remember when I showed you my sewing kit and the little serendipity girls? That's what these remind me of. They're very vintage, old-fashioned. So there's another one that I did. Here is another one that I did. And I'll show you the little pack that I got. And you can get these off of Temu. And I am going to, let me show you what I mean. I think I got 2 different packs. I got a, they were colored theme for the fashion girls. So I got a yellow and a blue because yellow is just a happy color for me and I love yellow. And then the blue one, I gave my mom, and I split them up with my mom because she does a lot of the ATC cards. So this is what they look like. They come in a pack of 30. I think they were just a few dollars, but I've never seen anything like this in any of the other stores. And I'm just going to kind of show you kind of what they look like. So I have a mixture, and I think I have 2 each. I think they come 4 each. I love how you have a craft room, Chrissy. That's so cool. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm happy about my craft room, and it is bigger than my own bedroom. And I always say, God bless my husband for buying this house with me with the big old craft room. Because honestly, they were trying to sell it as a 3-bedroom, but it didn't qualify as a 3-bedroom because there was no closet. So we were looking for a 3-bedroom for the craft room purpose. So it actually ended up turning out perfect because I don't need a bed in here. I don't need a closet. I just have shelving and stuff around. But when I get it all organized, I will take you guys on a tour. And I am so excited about your house, Cheryl. Hi, Mom. Yes, we were just in the kitchen kind of tearing up about the same thing, Cheryl, because every morning he leaves here, and I feel super blessed every time he leaves here for being, because of my past and my hard life. I'm just super happy that we found each other, and we are grateful and blessed every day, and definitely, I can't wait till you move and you can craft again. Okay, so let me finish showing you these little girls, because we're definitely going to make one of these today. And that one says smile. And as you can see, we are doing collage cards. That's probably the thing that I'm probably best at. And what that means is just collaging different materials that kind of match. It doesn't have to match. Obviously, I've got some white polka dots. But it gave like vintage vibes, so that's why I went with this one. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, I thank you. I love the cards. So we're gonna be making one of these. And then the other type of cards we're gonna make, I'm gonna show you a couple more that you can do. Hello, Marlene. Mom, you weren't late. I just literally, all I did was show off my Halloween bag, which I'll show off again at the end. Hello, Marlene. How are you? Is one of my favorite colors? Yes, girl. I know. I love that color. So I actually watercolored these. So that's what we're going to work on. So I'll show you how to do it. The other type of card I'm going to make is, you guys, I was in Hobby Lobby and I saw this stamp. And you guys know me. I'm a 60s like hippie soul. So I had to get the stamp, and these are the cards I made with them. I made, and I'll show you the 3 of them that I did. I did 3 different ones, because I'm going to trade 2, but I made them just kind of like the watercolor, okay? And that's what we're going to work on. I'm so glad you're doing good. Yes, I'm good. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Sandra. I'm showing off my ATC cards. And then the other one I did was, this is like my little dog, because Chloe is half, she's a half weenie dog and half Chihuahua. She's a Chiweenie. So I had to get that one for her. And of course, this stamp itself, this is another thing I wanted to show you guys. If you have a stamp that is a little bit longer than the card, you can always turn it to make it fit on the card. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys that real quick. Thank you. I know, I love that one. And this was done with just watercolor washi tape and on watercolor paper. And then I have a few remnants of things that we're going to work with, but we're definitely going to make some of the little vintage serendipity girls. I'm going to call them serendipity girls. That's not what they're called. But you guys, these are on Temu. I'm going to show them off one more time because we had some late people. And then if you want, I don't really have a link for them because I don't go on Temu a lot. I've only made like 2 orders. I don't think I've ordered from them even since I've been here. Oh no, I did. I ordered once at one house and once here. But either way, you could just type in, the wood stamp was for me. Yes, it was. The little love is 4-legged word. I found it, Mom. So what I'm going to do is, I think we're going to watercolor some cards so that they can be drying. And then I know I love the vintage look, especially. So they can be drying, and then we're going to work on some others, and then while they dry, we'll do this and all that. So it's going to be fun. Okay, so you definitely, if you have scrap paper, don't throw it away, because you could always collage it later with something. And then we're going to do all different elements. You can use twine, yarn, embroidery floss, the hemp cord. I've been using a lot of that lately. Thank you, Sharon. And then also I got some bling, because we might want to throw some bling on there. We're just going to have fun. We're here to have fun. And then this is what I got from bottom of the bin. So I was going to look in here to see if there's anything that I can kind of like collage behind those girls. But we're going to get to it. So I already have one kind of pre-done. This is just one that I did. And then I did this one with the pretty pinks and purples. Now these don't really work for the vintage girls. These work for like this, and this I'm gonna make this one of My Little Pony one because I have this little cutout of My Little Pony. So we're gonna work on those, but we'll work on those while ours are drying. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my card out. Now you don't have to put them on playing cards. You can just leave them as is. They do have a little bit more stability when they're on playing cards, but it's not necessary. So, and it's kind of funny because I was talking about this last night on my live. So let me just tell you what I was talking about. I love these playing cards. They're like tattoos. I want you to see them real quick. It may not be your thing, but I think the artwork on it is just gorgeous. So I actually took a few and put them aside to use the specific image on a trading card. Or I probably collage around it. This one I love with like the koi fish. Did you guys know I have a koi fish sink? It came with the house and I'm not mad about it. It's actually really cute. Yes, they are. The artwork on there is beautiful. So I don't know why I'm putting this away. I don't really need to put it away. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my watercolor paper, which I did get a small pad from Hobby Lobby. You guys, I'm so sad because I'm almost out of it because I've just been whipping these up lately. So I can fit 2 cards on this watercolor paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just line up my card, and I'm just going to cut around it to make my base for the watercolor. So, hi, Dina, how are you? Hey, girlfriend. Whenever you can reply to me, girl, just let me know. I am here. I am available. I know you got a busier life than me. I know you got a busier life than me. But I hope you found it. I hope you found my message. If not, I'll try to send it again. So, I'm so glad and honored that you came and joined me. We're making ATC cards, Andrina. Do you know what those are? My mom makes these, so she doesn't want to start a page. So, I kind of started doing it because she kind of got me into it. And I will say they're very addicting. They are very addicting. It was so good to see you today. Well, on Cheryl's live it was. These are what ATC cards are. So you make these, you like collage them up with different elements. It's like paper crafting. Okay. She's like, I'm gonna go look again. Okay. No problem, girl. I'm here. Okay. So now we have our 2 plain ones. Oh, you did make these? Oh, that's awesome. I want to see what you made. I would love to see what you made. If any of you guys ever want to trade, just reach out to each other. I'm not going to be in charge of any trading. But I might reach out to some of you guys and want to trade, so just so you know. All right, so this is what I did. I have this palette. I know you can't see it because it's over here. But I have like this paint palette that is very well loved and used, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick my card in that little plastic area. And then what I do is I take the paintbrush off of the big long piece, okay? I just have a little bit of it. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways. You can draw your own thing, or you could just kind of splatter it and then put your card down in the water, in the colored water. I'm going to just paint it right now so I can show you what to do. I only have one of these things, and usually I only do like 2 colors, but I'll try to do like the blues and greens, because that's kind of what goes with our little girls. So I do wet it once, just kind of get it a little bit wet. And then I just kind of like make a pattern on it. And then I just kind of let the water do its thing. Okay? You could go diagonally, you could go up and down. It doesn't matter which way you go. I need some more water. I like to make mine very, very translucent. Okay? I do like bright specks of it though in here. And to be honest, it dries fairly quickly. And I do these like in between calls at work. And hey, Lindsay girl, how are you? I do these at work in between calls. I don't get in trouble or anything because obviously I take care of the kids come first at my job. But I put them in the sun in the window and then they dry really quickly, usually. Unless it's bad weather, then it doesn't usually dry. So now I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this darker blue in there. And I'm purposely leaving some of these areas white. Can't speak today. So I'm just going to leave a few dark areas in there. And then I'm going to take my little kind of, this is like a teal type color. And then I'm going to go in and kind of brush it in there. And you could take two colors and kind of mix them together just to kind of make them. And I just use like whatever's left on like the white part. And you guys, I am using, this is Dollar General. This is Dollar General watercolors. I have found them at besides craft stores, I have found some at like discount stores like Ross. I found them at Marshall's. I have found these everywhere without an issue. So I'm just gonna kind of make us like a little pattern. I know you can kind of see, right? I'll show you they have this beautiful set. There's 8 in there. Well, this isn't the set. Well, this set is from Dollar General. So that's how quick that's how accessible that stuff is for you. But I have seen a bigger set before, which I thought I had, but apparently I don't have it on me. It's like a 24 color set. It's crazy. Okay, so there's that. There's that one watercolor. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and leave some of this water on this plastic piece. I'm going to take and put some colors on here. And I'm just kind of mixing them up too. You don't have to necessarily keep them all the same color. I kind of want some extra blue in here though. But I wanted to get yellow. So let me try to put some yellow in there. And I'm just kind of putting it down on my plastic piece. All right? You guys can see that, right? This is so much fun if you have a toddler. They can do this part. Hi, Kristen. How are you? Who else came on? Oh, Janet. Hi, Janet. How are you? I think I got everybody. All right. So let me do this. I'm going to take a little paint off this over here. I'm just going to throw a little pink. Just a little pink here and there. Okay. Now the fun part of this is you don't ever know what it's going to turn out to look like. Okay? You just don't. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our white card, just plain, and we're going to plop it down in that wet paint. And you could move it around a little bit. Let me shut this because we're done with that. We're just going to do the 2 watercolors. And if you want just that, you can lift it up. But if you want a little bit of like movement to the piece, you're just going to put it back and forth just a little bit. Okay? And then you lift it. And there's your piece. Now this is a little bit white for me. So I'm going to take this part, if you guys can see that, I'm going to lay it down again. And now I've made more of like an artist splattered. Okay? So these are the 2 cards we're going to work with when we're done. And That's going to be for like our little serendipity girls, for like our little vintage girls. I'm so glad you're doing good. You said okay, but I'm glad you're doing okay. All right, so let me put this down because you guys, last week I was at my kitchen table and I had more room. And this week I'm not. I have like no room. All right, I'm going to get my ink out. I'm just going to get black ink. Okay, that's what I'm going to use for my stamps. Black ink is going to show the best. Hopefully these are good. I haven't tested them lately. Black is going to show the best on top of color. Okay, so this is one they already did. Yeah? I thought he was calling me. I kind of wanted to make it like the sunset and the desert, so I'm going to leave it like that. So then I'm going to take my stamp, my ink, and then if it's too big for your ink pad, a trick is to actually take your ink pad and go over your stamp. And the way you know it's going to look is if you can see it coming out on your stamp. And you may have to rub it on there a little bit. Obviously, apply enough pressure. Now, I know you guys have seen me stamp lately, but I do kind of do a little huff on my stamp. It's more defined that way. And then I line it up and push it down. And these are so easy, you guys. All right. So now it looks like our little wagon is in the card. Lucy! Everybody congratulate Lucy. She won the ATC card of the month. My mom drew her name today for the giveaway. So congratulations, Lucy. I want to send a friend request. Oh, to me, Kristen? Kristen, I'll message you it. I kind of leave it private, but I'll message you it. That's no problem. Okay. So, it might be linked. I'm not sure. It might be linked. I'm really not sure. Okay. So, that is our little Volkswagen Beetle that we are going to do tonight. I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off while I'm still thinking about it. So now, the fun part of this. Hi everyone, I'm listening while working, so I'm sorry if I missed you. Oh, no problem, Sandra. I know you're busy, girl. Shoot, everybody's busy nowadays with everything. No worries. Okay, I really like the way the red and the whitish kind of looked on this with a little bit of yellow. So I'm just going to use these colors. That's deep red and that's coral reef. I'm going to use deep red. That'll probably look better. Babette Lisnier? If I said your name wrong, I am so sorry. Just kind of say how I'm supposed to say. It's Babette, right? Is it Babette? Okay, now I love these markers. You can find them anywhere. I've seen these at Five Below. I've seen these at discount stores. These are from, I think I got these at Ross or Tuesday Morning. Now, both of these markers, they're alcohol markers. Both of them, there's a thicker side and a thinner side. I love your headband. Did you make that one? Yes! I'll have to show you. Look, it's the Disney dogs. This is my favorite one because it's kind of white and it goes with a lot. It's like one of my favorite ones. Oh no, I think I just smeared it. Oh well. Oh well. I think I just smeared my marker. It's okay. It'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to use my thicker side. Hello, Dawn Tallman. How are you? We're making our ATC cards. And I'm just going to kind of outline this and I'm going to color it in. Now, you don't have to color it in. This is totally optional. I just think it makes it more defined. And it just brings that, you know, the image out a little bit. I'm doing horrible with coloring, you guys. I guess it's because I'm live. if I was sitting at my desk, I wouldn't be, you know, talking as fast, and I probably would be coloring better, but that's okay. It's whatever you'd like. And this is why it's so fun to do with kids. And kids are really getting into this these days. And I think it promotes some writing of their own, and just, you know, some cognitive skills. It keeps them thinking and spelling and things like that. They can put a little note at the back. And there are so many ATC community groups on Facebook right now that you can easily get paired with another, like, family and have your kids trade cards, like, over the summer, back and forth. It's almost like, you know, art camp or something. That's what I like to think of it as. Now, I also used, I've also used permanent markers on this before. So you can use whatever markers you want. I know the Copics markers are very popular too. I kind of messed up on the tail light, you guys. Oops. Let me do this. I'm gonna fix it, or try to fix it. I'm gonna try to make it round. It's a little bit smaller tail light. Okay. Wow, that's kind of bad, but it's okay. We're gonna keep going with the flow. Hola, Lucy Hermosa. Paddles and Pickets, hello, how are you? It's good to see everybody. How's everybody today? I should have thought that through. Let me do this. Yeah. I'm just gonna make the mirrors yellow. I was trying to go off the one I already did here. That's the one I already did. But the yellow is too much with this, so I'm gonna make it gray. I'm just gonna make this one gray. Ooh, that gray is not working. That's okay. We've got blue. Andrina, Lucy won my contest. She won the contest. Well, it wasn't my contest. It was my mom's contest. I should say that. My mom is giving her an ATC card. All right. I guess we'll do green. Green was like a 70s, 60s, 70s color, right? It's like, that's like a teal, but that's okay. We're just gonna do the bumper that color. Just to add some color to it. And you can always color it over. That's what I love about this stuff. I wish I had white. I had white in my other set, but that's by my desk, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, we're just gonna do the windows and we're pretend it's white. I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch me color all night, but I'm just showing you how quick this is to, like, whip up, especially when you're making a bunch. Now, you don't have to do all this, all the techniques that I'm showing you, you don't have to do on an ATC card. You can do it on a bigger card to send a family member, or a pen pal, or, I mean, you can virtually send this to anybody, or you can put it in a journal. I know a lot of you have been working on junk journals lately too. Okay, I just put a little bit of blue there just to kind of define it a little bit more. So there's my little truck. You see where I messed up the light? I want time. I am not getting my notifications. Oh. Hola, Bella. Okay. So, you could, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little notion on there, a little sentiment. So, I have a couple that I recently picked up at my bottom of the bin store. So, I have one that says, "You're so special." This one will probably not fit, but I have ones that go diagonal that we're going to put a bunch up here. So, this one says, "Lucky you and me for knowing you." This one says, "You're great at that friend thing," which is what I have on these. And I think it looks really cute on there. And then this one, it says, "You make my world happy." I think I'm going, which one do you guys want to go with? I'm going to go with what you want. It's a cute truck. Yes, it's a Volkswagen bus, girl. I love the Volkswagen buses. Anytime Volkswagen buses, I have to buy it. And I still haven't crafted with them that I know of, like the things that I have bought. Do you guys want Lucky You or Make My World Happy? Let me know what you want. Let me know what you want. I'm going to put these over here. My World Happy. You Make My World Happy? Okay, we're going to go with that one. Make My World Happy. All right. Now, you can do this in another color if you have special markers. If you want a link for special markers, I use the Marvy markers. So I have a link for those. I do not have an Amazon storefront, but if you ask me for links, I can send them to you. I am working on that. So far, Amazon hasn't given me special privileges or anything. Okay, so we're going to stick it right up there. There we go. You make my world happy. I love it. I love it. I'm glad you guys picked that one. All right. I'm trying to be better at cleaning my stamps after I use them. Kind of like the stencil girls that I want to call them the stencil girls. You guys know what I mean. The people that use like the stencils, which you guys know I've learned. Those people always clean off their stencils right away. Okay. So what I'm going to look for in here is a special, this is washi tape. I'll show them to you. You guys have probably seen these before in craft stores. They usually come in like a 2 or a 3 pack. They're pretty much at any craft stores. And I've been collecting them for some time. And that's why I got this handy dandy little box. I actually have 2 of these. I got a good deal on them. So I have this one. There it is. I think it was part of a Christmas set. But you guys, it looks like a road. Which, we're live people. I totally shut my shirt in this. I always do something embarrassing. And there goes my shirt. I don't know what happens, people. It's always something. Okay. You guys, doesn't this look like a road? It looks like a road to me. So we're going to go with that. Darn it, I like the shirt. Oh well. It's just a shirt. It's not like I don't have a million other clothes I can wear. I'm very bad at that. I'm trying to find the end. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and put the little road down right underneath the tire. And you do not have to stop here. This is where we're going to stop with this one. But I think this is a really cute card as is. And that did not take very long at all. You love me? Yeah. It's like a little tiny hole. You can't really notice it. It got stuck in the thing. My luck. All right, let me show you. There's the little road underneath of it. You guys like that one? Okay. So I'll have some of these up for trade. The other one I want to whip up real quick while these are still drying, because they do take a few minutes to dry, is I have this little I have like a little My Little Pony, like, it's my, you know, you guys know I love the 80s event and everything, so I have a nostalgia issue, and I am 40, what am I? Am I 41 or 42? I'm going to be 42 this year. Oh, yeah. I'm 42 years old, and I still want to be 8 or 6 or 5 or whatever. I think I was playing My Little Ponies till I was like 13. My mom will tell you, because she used to make fun of me for it. So, I'm going to make a little My Little Pony one, because why not? Now, this one's a little bit longer, so I am going to cut it. And then I can use this piece of watercolor as for something else later, like as like a piece of like collage. You guys, there was a really big fire down the street from, not our house, but like in Tampa area. I think where Beth lives, from Craft Room Confessions. Not in her area per se, but she'll probably talk, if she goes live tonight, she'll probably be talking about it. But yeah, it was a pretty big fire. Okay, so we're done with that card. I'm making this real quick. Now, I want to show you guys the tools that I picked up for this kind of thing, because you don't have to use that red tape. I know some of you probably saw me struggling with it, and it's good for some things, but you can get a tape runner, or I forgot my age too. I love the 80s too. Yes. Hello, everyone from work. Hello, Sharon. Sharon, I texted you earlier. I hope you got my text message. If you didn't, just reply later. But did Allison come back? Is she here? Okay, and then this one is a glue stick, and this is from Scotch. So I'm anxious to use this. We're going to use it and see how it works. Cheryl Tomlinson, how are you, my friend? I'm so glad you came. Cheryl, you can go back and watch the replay. We just made this card, okay? But we're still working, so you did not miss much. We still have a couple more to work on. And I've got lots of elements and lots of things to show you. Okay. This is a glue stick from Scotch. You guys, I have nothing against Mr. Elmer, but I just do not have luck with their glue sticks. They don't hold for me. So I'm trying out different ones. Nope, she just left this morning. What do you mean she just left this morning? She went back home? Hold on, you gotta call me later. I gotta know about this. What is happening? Okay. Oh, she left home, not here. Sorry. I had a moment. I was like, what do you mean? She got here and then she left again? Like, what's happening? All right. I'm liking this. It's very sticky, which is what we want. I would love to try make a Disney Princess ATC. Oh, girl. Girl. I can tell you where to find. You can find stickers or calendars, or I'm going to send you something. Because I just got this book. Did you guys see my book? Hold on. This is for Cheryl. Cheryl, I just got this book, okay? It's got tons of Disney ideas in it, like how to make scrapbook. Okay, it basically is for like an album, but you can make any of these into like a tag or ATC card, Cheryl. So, look at this. Girl, I'm going to see if I'll just take a picture of this and I will send it to you. I'm going to see if I can copy some of these images, because as long as you're not selling it, it's not really copyright. I mean, Facebook, I don't own the rights to this book, okay? I got this at bottom of the bin, Cheryl. Of course, there wasn't another one, but I will send you a couple of screenshots of this book, and I'll see if I can copy some of the images and send them to you, because I just copied my calendar. For my Care Bear ones, I had the calendar. Where's the calendar? You guys, I got this calendar, and I copied the pictures off the calendar, and I used those for my ATC cards. You want to make some ATC cards? Lucy just found out today what an ATC card is, and now she's ready to make some. Yes! All right, girl. That's right. Okay, here is another trick I'm going to show you. So you guys pay attention to this one. Now, I'm going to have to do black because I didn't grab my markers. Actually, I have my markers up there. Hold on one second. I'm so excited you guys are excited about this. It makes my mom happy. She like sits in her little thing, and I also might some Harry girl. I got you covered. I will find you some images and I'll send them to you. Just print some off the computer. You can color them or do whatever you want. Okay, so if you have already glued down your image like I did, and I did this on purpose to show you guys. Oh, my mom is going to send you a few things to start you off, Lucy. That's awesome. And you get your first one from her. She's a good card maker. My mom is awesome. She's been doing this for a while. Okay, I'm going to show you my trick. So if you've already glued this down, but you're like, oh, darn, I forgot I have this on here. I want to use this on my ATC card. You still can. Now, these are the Marvy markers I was telling you about. They're only for, well, they're not only for stamps, but they're specifically for rubber stamping. And you can do them on the clear stamps, your letter stamps, whatever you want. Okay? I love this little rainbow and heart because it gave me My Little Pony and Care Bear vibes, which is why I bought the stamp. So I'm going to show you what you can do. You don't have to color the whole stamp. I don't know how to say your name. You do not have to color the whole stamp, but even if you do, you are just going to take a piece of scrap paper and cover the image that you don't want to get ruined. Watch how I do it. So say you don't want to get it on your My Little Pony, you're going to just, you'll have to probably shape it that way. But you're going to cover your image and then you'll press down. I finally found one of the clear stamp blocks at Dollar Tree. Yes! Girl, I'm so glad you found that. They're hard to come by. It's called masking. Okay. Thank you for giving me the terminology, but I just knew the trick. I didn't know how to do it. Okay. So now, you see how this part of that stamp that I colored did not come off on the image? There you go. There's our next card. And all we did was do a few watercolor lines on that. That's it. I love this one. I love this one. I need clear stamp too. That clear stamp too? The clear one? Oh, you mean the one that Lindsay's talking about? Yes. If I find some in my Dollar Tree, whoever needs one is interested, I'll grab it for you and send it to you. I do not mind. You guys are my friends and I love you for supporting me. Yes, because although, Lindsay and Cheryl, have you tried to just stamp it on your finger? It's not the best, or you can even put it on a wood block. Just put a piece of tape on it, like regular masking tape, and it should hold onto it at least enough for you to put that image down. Maybe we'll try that next week, because I don't have, like, all that stuff with me, but maybe I'll do a video. I'll do a video of it. But I think it's possible. I'm pretty sure it's possible. Okay, I cleaned that stamp off. Now let's see how these babies are. This one's dry. This one's almost dry. Okay. So you guys, there are tons of options on what you can do with like your little vintage, because these things are they're very small. Kind of like that bee that was in your package, Cheryl. I wish you found your bee today. I know I sent you a bee and ladybugs, I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay, Christy's gonna put this up here and not get her shirt again. Where's my piece? There it is. Nope. Did I take them out? You guys, when I was on my kitchen table last week, it was so much better because I had more space. That's the only thing with paper crafting. You definitely need space. Did I put it back in here? Where'd they go? Hold on, guys. I seem to have lost my little girls. I'm going to have to go back and watch my own replay. Oh, here they are. Does that happen to you? Talk about yourself in third person now. Yes. Yes, I can. I can do that, though. It's me. Okay. You know what? I'm going to show you guys how you can do it because I was planning on using the stamp. Do you guys remember these? Hi, Amy. Amy's on, y'all. Hello, Amy. How are you, my friend? You'll have to go back and watch some replays, but we're doing good with our stuff. Okay. I know you guys were talking about the clear stamp, okay? So this is what we're going to do. In a pinch, if you don't have a clear stamp, you don't necessarily need one. You just have to be very careful. This doesn't have that, what I want. These are all, maybe the old ones. These don't have like that. This is sticky. Will that fit on there? Okay, this is going to work. So you guys see how this stamp, I don't know if you can see on camera. See how this stamp is like flat and it's almost like the image is on there? This is more glossy because there's a sticker on it, okay? This sticker can act as your adhesive. So let me show you what we're gonna do, because I'm gonna color this with the markers that I just put away. With the markers I just put away. I'm doing too much at once, you guys. Could I use Disney Princess stickers? Yes. It's always good if you can find them a little bit bigger than the little tiny ones that the little girls use. Yes, I know, Cheryl. I am a hot mess. That's okay, though. Okay, I'm trying to think if I want to do this in gray and black. I think I'm going to do it in black, okay? So I bought this stamp at bottom of the bin. I'm going to put this right here because I know I'm going to use it again. And I'm going to lose it again. Okay, so let me show you what you could do. If you have a stamp like this that has like the sticker part on it, all right? Or even if you don't, if you have just like a wood block and you have a like regular tape, okay? There's something on here that keeps this from, because all this is plastic. Now I could technically, I know I'm a hot mess tonight, Cheryl. I could technically color this in and then just lightly put it here and then just push on it. But I'm gonna show you that this can work. It will work in a pinch. It won't work 100%, but it'll work in a pinch. This is one of those old-fashioned radios, okay? So it just gives out the vintage vibes. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, I hope it's big enough. There we go. I'm gonna put it, it's slightly small, bigger than it, but that's okay. We're gonna use it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the back of this, okay? So now I have something to push on it. Hello, Denise, and hello, Inspire Creativity. How are you? Welcome to my craft box. We're getting a little silly tonight, and we're making ATCs, but that's okay. Welcome, welcome. If you don't know what an ATC card is, I'm about to show you. Oh, you've never done them? Oh my goodness, you guys are gonna get addicted, because I never did them either, and my mom would always talk about it, and you know, it's like one of those, I had to join the bandwagon just to kind of see what this was all about. Kind of like Bridgerton. I want to get on the Bridgerton train, but I haven't been able to yet. We're still finishing up some other show. I forget. We haven't been really watching any shows lately. Now, if you don't want it very dark, what you could do in this situation, I'm just going to put it on a piece of paper. I'm going to show you how this will still work. We're going to go ahead and put it really dark. And that little piece sticking out, I'm just going to push down on it with my thumb. And it'll work just fine. So that's really dark, okay? Now we're going to make it kind of like to blend in the background. So I'm going to stick it down on my ATC card. I'm going to stick it toward the bottom right. You kind of want to go into this with a plan of how you want to arrange everything. And I love Stephanie at Bottom of the Bin. I watch her on her YouTube. Yes. So I don't know if any of my, I'm pretty sure some of my stuff must have came from her. What kind of marker are you using to put on the stamps? It's called Brush Marker by Marvy. They're not cheap. I would maybe look at the alerts and see if you can get them on sale. I think they were like $12 or $14. But let me tell you a funny story. A long time ago, when I used to stamp with my mom, I bought a set at Michael's, and I had not used them in a very long time. And I want to say they're at least 10 years old, at least. or longer, and they still work like perfectly. The only reason why I got this set on Amazon is because I couldn't find them. And of course, as you guys know with my luck, the day that I got these on Amazon, I found my markers. So I have 2 sets now. It's so crazy. Are they water-based? 20 plus years ago? Let me see. I don't know if they're water-based. Mom, do you know the answer to that question? Yes, water-based and acid-free. So they won't hurt your non-toxic brush tip. They stay wet longer. They have a lot of colors too. I didn't realize that. I just saw this set on Amazon, but they must have more colors. Okay, so now you guys can see that this kind of blended in with our background, right? Because we didn't need it that dark. So in a pinch, to answer your question, if you don't have a clear block, you can still use any piece of wood and just put a piece of that clear tape. Just make sure it's nice, it doesn't have any bubbles in it. Make sure it's nice and smooth on there. Okay? Look, you guys. And I just use baby wipes to clean them. I've always used baby wipes. I've never had a problem. Sometimes when you have really thin lines on a negative, this is called a negative image, when it's mostly black, but you can see a lot of Halloween stamps are like that. You just want to make sure you get in the grooves really good, because there's a lot of detail in those. And there you go. And I got this for $1. Or no, I got this one for 50 cents at bottom of the bin. Hello, Linda Peel. How are you? It's good to see you. We're making ATC cards. If you don't know what an ATC card is, I'm about to show you. Okay. So, we have a little bit of a collage thing going on with this girl and this girl. And I always use a little piece of washi tape, or, you know, at least a small little sticker, something to kind of emphasize whatever we're saying here. So I'm going to go through the girls real quick, and I'm going to see what might look like, what might go good with like the microphone in the background, or the radio in the background. There's one that says, "You go, girl." These are very fashion type ones. Good vibes only. Kind of want to get a smaller one so I can get it in there. Oops. I don't know how that happened. I should have brushed it off on my watercolor paper. Alright, so let's see what we got. There's good morning. What makes you happy? That seems to be the theme tonight. I'm going to see how that looks, because I kind of like that one. Wild heart, open mind. I love the sayings on these guys. And I know you can't see them from here, but I will try to show you here in a second. I'm definitely going to have to order some more from Temu. Some more colors. That's one we did. I think I'm going to do this one, that what makes you happy. Because dancing makes me happy. I like to dance. Does anybody else like to dance? I love the vintage girls. Oh, it's called a phonograph? Mom, it doesn't surprise me that you know that. My mom is very good about knowing and remembering a lot. I don't know how I'm going to do it when I'm her age, because I can barely remember anything now. I had to set an alarm today to remind my husband of something, because he wants me to remember stuff for him. And that's just not fair. I can barely remember my own stuff. Okay. So, we're going to put her in the corner, and then I think I'm going to put a little something here, and a little something here. So, I think I'm going to put a little bling on it. Let's just roll with it. So, I'm going to use my glue stick tonight. I think, yes, you are like Nanny. She was very good that way. You got those on Temu? Oh, you're asking me. Yes, I got them off of Temu. I say Temu because I watched the Super Bowl commercial, and it says Temu. And everybody else says Temu, so no matter how you say it, it's the same company. I have not had a problem with ordering from them. My cards are, Mom, tell her how the cards are 2.5 by 3.5, right? They're the size of a playing card, Amy. You just use a playing card. You can make them bigger, but if you want to trade them like with the groups and stuff, they kind of like it to be, follow the whole rule. And the only reason why they give you that rule is so that it fits in their book. Because it's the size of like a trading card, like a baseball card or something. Hiya, Dory. Hello, adorable things of Dory. Yes, 2.5 by 3.5. That's what I thought. Okay. So I'm trying to see what else we have to go with our little girl. So this is what we have so far. Isn't it cute? And you just need a couple more embellishments. Of course, it wouldn't take this long because you guys aren't going to be talking to all these people. Unless you're going to go live like me. But I'm trying to see what scrap papers I have that may go good with this. Well, definitely not pineapples. Ooh, what is this? This has music notes. It is also already a little card. Okay. No worries. No worries. We've got... kind of like the checkered. I've got this on, if we put it on the corner here and you add a little bling, that's what I think we're going to do. And here's the thing, you guys can do whatever you want. You can even take it apart and put it back together if you don't like the way it looks. But I kind of like this checkered print. It reminds me of, coats and stuff that were back in those days. And as you can see, this is just an old card. You really like these, Chrissy? Aw. See, I'm just talking. See, Sandra's right. I'm talking in third person. You're hooked, Amy? I should definitely put a warning. It may get you addicted, but I'm telling you guys, it's going to feel amazing when you get to send these out to people and get a different one in return, or just to put them together like a book. I'll show you. You guys saw my reel about the book, right? If you didn't see my reel, go back to my page and click on reels. And I don't know if Facebook is not putting them in order, but I just posted that reel today. And it's a book that's at bottom of the bin with all of the cards that other people have made. And the talent is amazing. And you'd be surprised where your imagination goes with some things. I'm just making them simple. I'm just making them simple for you guys because this is where you want to start. You want to start off simple and then kind of go from there. And you don't have to put words on it. I like doing that because I think it, like, when you get that in the mail and when you get this in the mail, you're going to read that as you're reading it to yourself. And that just makes you feel good. And I think it's really important that if we are doing something in crafting, we're not stressing over it. It's something that's going to make us happy, and why not make other people feel happy? And that's why I started my page. You want to make others happy, and then just do something good for your mental health and your soul. I'm just going to put a few more blings on here. I love these blings came from lovely Sharon. She gave me a bunch of her stuff she no longer used. Sharon used to do card making classes with my mom. Fun fact for you all that don't know. She used to do card making classes with my mom on Fridays about 5 or 6 years ago now. I think it was before I met Rom. Okay. I love this polka dot. And I'm just going to put a little bit on this corner. And we're going to be done with this one. So, you guys, when you're at the store, think about what colors you are going to use more often. Think about what themes. You guys can make these for Christmas. Oh my gosh, make them into an ornament. And then send them to me so we can do the ornament exchange again this year. Did everybody love that? That was so much fun. I know a lot of you didn't get to participate, but oh my gosh, try to participate this year because it was a lot of fun. We played trivia. Oh, it was a lot of fun. That's back when I was in front of my awful blue fireplace, which is not that color anymore. A lot of you like that. I don't know why. All right, look. This washi tape is awfully thick. You do not have to keep it thick. Just cut it. Cut it to size. And now you have 2 pieces. So I'm just going to put one in the corner over here. Well, no, I'm going to put it over here. And then I'm going to put another one just kind of in this corner. Definitely want to, I always line it up with the line though, because you can always cut it later too. And with washi tape, that's the thing, it's very forgiving. If you get it wrong, it's not the end of the world. You can always lift it and move it. I do like this glue. I will recommend this glue over Elmer's. It's the Scotch. And it's at Joann's and it's 40% off this week. Because you guys know I was there and I got fabric. Okay. That's super cute, right? You guys loving this yet? Okay. It sounds like you are. So we're going to just go for one more. I told my husband, so he's cooking dinner. He's finishing dinner. We're just having tacos tonight. What's everybody else having? We're not doing the Taco Tuesday like normal. All right, I'm going to make this one a little bit more flowery. Yeah, I'm going to use that word. Okay, so I love, you guys are killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Let's see, I've got some, you don't have to use a whole sheet of paper. You can cut off part of it and like layer it. And that's one thing we're gonna do is layer things. Want the glue? Yeah, it's my first time using it, but I'm loving it. It's really sticking. All right, those aren't the colors I want. I'm just gonna use this. This is the scrap paper from this one, but I think if I put a little bit at the bottom, just like in a little chunk like that, and you guys, this is just like junk journaling. It's basically, it's almost the same thing. It's a little different. So what you can do is you can position it how you want it on your card and then just cut around your card. And that way you don't cut your scraps. I'm actually going to keep that little piece too, so I can put it up in the corner. Kind of like we did the washi tape. If you don't have washi tape, you could use this as your washi tape across. I'm just saying. Okay. Where did I have this now? I forgot. There it was. It was right here. Right? Yeah. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and put that little piece toward it because there's a lot of yellows and greens. And obviously we're going to pick like a little yellow fashion girl here. I'm finishing up, babe. He's probably wondering. She tells me an hour and then she's gone over an hour. We've been on over an hour. But that's because Christy couldn't find her stuff. So, we can blame it on me. It's okay. Alright. I am going to get one of the little yellow fashion girls. I love these, you guys. I think I'm going to go back and get more. My husband just finished dinner. Made pork chops with Caesar salad. Your husband is getting good at cooking. I heard your conversation earlier. Like, I've been teaching him this and this. You taught him good, girl, if he's doing all that for you. This one's cute. This one says trust. I love that. I think that one is a perfect theme for today. Okay, let's do the trust. Because I know y'all want to go. I know y'all want to go. And I don't know, I love mini things. You know how like the kids are obsessed with like mini brands and things like that? I just love it. I think I'm going to stamp on this one too. So with this one, I wanted to have that yellow and white background. And I stamped it on just a piece of watercolor paper. I didn't even like paint it or anything. But that's where I had the words coming out like that. So I think we're going to put this down on there. These are so cute. I'm telling you, you're going to be addicted, you guys. This is why I have to make it a segment now, because I could sit here and make a bunch. I did yesterday, and I have so many orders and stuff to do. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna put this one at an angle because I think it's fun. Actually, I'm gonna move it up because I want to put my saying there. All right, and then I just realized I want to put that in that corner. See what I mean? Where you gotta kind of have a plan. Okay, put the plan there. I am putting this here, up in the corner, because I don't want to really ruin my little watercolor. But what I would do is, just to make it a little less tedious for yourself, I would go and do a bunch of cards watercolor if you're going to do the watercolor, and then go back and just grab your watercolor as you're coming to mind all of your designs, and then just put them on that way. Hi, Sarah! Kim Johnson, I'm still learning how to make. Well, you're in the right place. I love to teach. I am not, I don't claim to be an expert, but I am here for, ideas and inspiration, and that's why I started my page, so welcome. I hope you come back. I'm still crafting away, hanging out with you. Oh, I'm so glad. You're making a sunflower craft? We want to see it, Cheryl. Make sure you post to your page, girl. We've got to get your algorithm up there. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do... I will say, when I was in Hobby Lobby, I found this little cute book, and this is the Paper Studio. It's in the paper section at Hobby Lobby, and it was marked down to 99 cents. So there is, I wish I was crafting, but I'm doing laundry at work. Oh my goodness, Dory, I'm so sorry. It's okay, my friend, you're hanging out with us, and it's sort of like it. All right, so this has got a lot of stickers on it, okay? And these have even little sayings themselves, and they're perfect size for these cards. So they're called the Stick Abilities Farmhouse Sticker Pack, and they're the small ones. These ones I would recommend for the ATC cards. They're perfect size. Thank you for spilling the glitter. I'm sewing a dress hem and watch. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are still hanging out with me. Okay, so I think I'm going to put a little sticker on here. I was going to do the sentiment. I think I might. Let me see if this not too big. No, it's not too big. I think we'll go ahead and do the sentiment. I'm going to do the sentiment at the bottom. I'm going to do the lucky you and me for knowing you. I think that's a cute one. We'll see how it comes out. And like I said, you don't have to do it this way. You can stamp your set away. I think this ink pad's drying a little bit. It used to be my grandma's. Not that she had it when she was little or anything, but she stamped a really long time ago when she was still with us. I think I'm going to go ahead and just color it with my black marker though, because I want it to come out. And you guys, I'm going to post all these online so you guys can see what we made. And you guys can always go back and refer to the video replays if you missed anything, or if you had a question, if I didn't go over it. And you can always PM me and ask. I'd be happy to share links or any info. I do live very close to a lot of craft stores, so I have access, and I can definitely find out if they make this and this and this for you. I don't mind helping. Alright. Amy and I found a Happy Planner booklet stickers at Ollie's, and then found some Dollar Tree for $1.25. Oh, so awesome. It's so funny. I go to Ollie's for some things too, and I have found stuff at Ollie's and showed you guys, I'm pretty sure. Okay. We made a boo-boo on this one, but that's okay, because this is what the learning experience is. So these little gals are on a vellum type paper. When I stamped this down, it did go a little bit on the vellum paper, so it may smear a little bit, but I'm just going to let it dry. But I'm just going to put one little sticker on here from my little book, because these are blue and yellow, and they went so perfect with my little girls. I might put a lemon on here. Oh, how cute would that be? I'm putting a lemon. How many cards would we get out of that? That's a lot. That's a lot of cards. Okay, I'm going to put a lemon right here. And see what I mean with layers? It looks really cute and like with the collage with the layers. So you see what we did? We sure did, Marlene. I thought I didn't know what was it, ATC? I didn't know what was an ATC card. Well, now you know, Lucy. Now you know. Okay, so there's that last one. All right. How did you guys like this? Do you guys I hope you guys want to see more. We do this every Thursday. After all the stickers we bought, you're going to have to make some cards. You will have to trade with me, guys. If you want to trade, you can let me know. But I'm not in charge of anything to do. I just want you guys to communicate with each other, join a few groups. If you're looking to join a few groups, you can always message my mom too, Kathy Silvers. She knows all the groups. She's in a lot of them. Thank you, Sarah. We made a couple tonight. You love them? We made more than a couple. Couples too, right? We made 4. We made 4 tonight. So I showed you guys a little bit of different techniques. Next week, I'm bringing out the Cuddle Bug, and we're going to do textured paper on it. So it'll be same time, same place. You guys know I craft all the rest of the days of the week, and tomorrow is Fun Friday, so I still have to kind of figure out what I'm doing. I think I have an idea. I know some of you mentioned beach crafts, so I'm probably going to end up doing a beach craft. But these are the ones that we made tonight. If you are interested, make sure you go back and do... Actually, I'm just going to hold them like this. Make sure you go back and watch the replays. And remember, if you are sprinkling, sharing, engaging with any of the posts on Thursday for the ATCs, we put you in a drawing at the end of the month, and my mom makes you an ATC card. And Lucy was the winner this month. She was just announced today. So here's and look at the versatile. You got stuff for kids or big kids. You got stuff for hippies, and you got your vintage. Me too. It looks like fun. Stephanie! 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 We just made, I'm so excited you're here. We just made these ATC cards. I'm sorry you missed me, girl. You'll have to watch the replay. But I'm ready to go back on Sunday and trade. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So I'll post these. I hope you guys enjoyed. And then, like I said, next week we are doing textured paper, and we're getting out the Cuddle Bug and seeing what we can do with ATC cards for that. So I will be playing around. Tomorrow is Fun Friday. I may come on a little bit earlier tomorrow, but I will let you know in my Telegram, and I hope you all have a beautiful night. Hello, Jessica. I'm sorry you missed me. I'm leaving now, but you are welcome to go back and watch the replay. We just made ATCs. So I hope you all have a beautiful night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.